plagued by a recent wave of violent crime. The community of Bedford-Stuyvesant asked for police action to put a stop to it.
It's a regular city neighborhood. It's an urban neighborhood where people are working and you have crime in the community, and you got people selling guns and drugs. They're all over the place, and people were getting frustrated. You know, the community was getting upset. You had good people there that were just in fear. Streets were being run by these guys now, and it was getting out of control, and this now had to be addressed.
Tyshawn Burgess was the main guy that ran that area.
These guys were already getting recognition for just shooting random people, just shooting people and critically wounding and paralyzing them. One of the reasons that we focused on Tyshawn is because he was one of the leaders of the crew, and he was responsible.
He would purchase guns, sell them, then he would purchase the drugs with it. And with the drugs, he can distribute it through his crew to sell in that neighborhood.
They were causing chaos, and the gun suppression team was brought in to address that condition. And they also brought in probably one of the best undercovers to get it done.
My name is Charlene Wright. I've been an undercover detective for 17 years. I worked in the gun violence suppression division.
My name is Manny Matos. I was the former undercover coordinator for the Organized Crime Control Bureau for the NYPD. I did 34 years with the police department.
I trust Manny Matos with my life. Wholeheartedly, yes. He is our advocate. He does everything for us. He's a great boss. You call him anytime, and he would answer, and he would show up to where you're at, and he would handle it.
Charlene was brought in because she's one of the best. She has that ability to convince people that who she is.
My undercover role was Tracy, a drug user.
You are Tracy? Yeah, all right. All right.
To secure a warrant for a Title III wiretap, Charlene needs to purchase a significant amount of drugs from Tyshawn and gather a trail of audio and video recordings of the deals. This warrant would be applied to Tyshawn's phone, as well as those of over a dozen of his associates.
Hello? Hey, John. Yes, sir. Look up. I get 12 for a buck? I'll be there in 5 minutes.
She made him feel so comfortable that not only did she buy one 8-ball, but within a few days she bought 2, like nothing. And when you knew, you kind of get raised up to the undercover. He wasn't raised up to her. So she was great right from the jump.
When I'm in the field, there's a leader car, which usually have a supervisor in it, 2 chase cars and a tactical car, and the Ghost is in separate vehicles.
Charlene's field team needs to keep her in view, but also be far enough away from her so as not to raise the suspicion of Tyshawn.
The Ghost is there for my safety, to make sure I don't get killed, I don't get jumped, I don't get raped, sexually assaulted any kind of way. That's what he's there for.
Charlene heads out onto the street to meet with Tyshawn.
I'll be standing up, get the money, I had it so you could see. All right. Yeah.
Charlene zips up her coat, blocking her camera from recording visuals. The only communication she has with her team now is her audio. What you are about to see is a visual recreation with the actual audio from this incident. The voices of active officers have been disguised.
Yo,
What happened?
was born in Newton, trapped down, my bike.
I haven't seen him in a minute.
The Ghost alerts Charlene to the presence of someone circling around on a bike near where she plans to do the buy.
I'm leery. It just was out of the norm.
When you start seeing other people, there's a concern. Why is this different today? It's an indication as to we gotta be careful, because for whatever reason, there's something going on.
Made me feel like, what are you up to? You know, are you gonna rob me or assault me?
Although Charlene suspects something may be wrong, she goes ahead with trying to make her buy from Tyshawn.
Tyshawn came out of the stash house that he usually come out of, and he hit me off.
You good? Yeah. All right. Whew. All right, bro, I'm gonna call you.
We had done the deal. Then I started walking down the block. After I do the drug buy with Tyshawn, I give my positive sign, which is verbal. I said, all good.
All good.
And they know I got done and I'm okay. I walk back to where the ghost car is set up.
Yeah.
But on her way back to the car, Charlene's ghost becomes concerned.
My ghost told me Tyshawn was following me. My heart sunk, it dropped. I'm thinking Tyshawn, since he's part of a crew, he's setting up his crew to rob me.
Charlene's ghost's concerns escalate as Tyshawn's crew begins to surround her.
Your undercover's out there, and these guys are all over. These guys are now looking to corner her, and they want to see how she's going to react. Because if she's a cop, she's going to run to her field team.
Hi. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
I knew I couldn't go into a store because they could come into a store. I couldn't keep walking because Broadway, it's a clear shot. There's no hiding. I was scared.
I'm on covert right now.
Knowing how violent Tyshawn is, I'm afraid he's gonna shoot me.
With Tyshawn and his crew a block behind her, Charlene is able to cut down a side street to meet up with her ghost. She could not be sure if Tyshawn had seen her get into the vehicle.
Go.
When I got in the car, I ducked down. I said, go. He'll see me getting in the car. So if I see you across there, he's gonna see me getting in the car. Because I didn't know how far back he was behind me. I didn't look to see how far he was.
All right. We're good. I knew it.
Secure it now. Looking down the block, but I just walked it.
Okay.
After things died down, that's when, you start shaking and things are playing in your head. And, it's like, I'm glad it went this way, but it's always the what if.
After the incident, Charlene continued undercover operations for 2 additional months. Her work secured a Title III wiretap on Tyshawn and over a dozen of his associates. After 9 months of deep undercover, the 81st District Gun Violence Suppression Division was able to bring charges that led to the conviction of all of Tyshawn's crew.
If it wasn't for her work and the conversations and the buys with Tyshawn, it wouldn't have happened. They were able to get all the members of this crew indicted. When you dismantle a crew responsible for the violence that these guys did, it's a win for the community, it's a win for the city of New York because these guys are going away for a long time. In this particular case, thank God she's retired and she's out of the game. But she did a tremendous job, and I'm extremely proud of her.